Now, how many of you think that your school years were the best years? A lot of people do. As we grow older, we realize how back in school we were the most stress-free, carefree, happiest versions of ourselves. We had time to learn, hone our hobbies, time that we could spend with our friends. Think about this. Millions of students across the world have lost 2 school years to the pandemic. Now, the Wuhan virus snatched away 2 years of classroom learning. Even today, many students do not know when they will be able to return to classrooms.
Do you know who have been the silent sufferers of this pandemic? Students. They lost 2 consecutive school years. The virus snatched away their childhood, their graduation ceremony, denied them rights to passage and memories. The Wuhan virus challenged the patience of young learners and forced their parents to pick between life and lessons. For over a year now, the school curriculum has been at the mercy of the virus and vaccine politics. Schools have reopened in countries the virus has been kind to, or where the government had the money to procure or hoard vaccines. In the United States, for example, almost 70% of students are attending in-person classes. The city of New York has now announced a full reopening starting September. Classes will be in person, and they will be held 5 days a week. New York is home to America's largest public school system. Over 1.1 million students are enrolled in some 1,800 public schools. There are concerns about social distancing. But the city's mayor, Bill de Blasio, says the schools should be able to arrange in-person learning in full capacity, while also maintaining a distance of 3 feet between students. In Los Angeles, students will soon be able to pick between in-person and remote learning. But halfway across the world, in India, students do not have the luxury of choice or a definite plan for college or the scores to apply online. The graduating batch in India still does not know whether or not they will have a school-leaving exam. Under normal circumstances, the central board exams would have been over by now, but the second wave has thrown any scope of normalcy out of the window. Experts in India are now debating the exam, its pattern and duration. Parents are leaving with the fear that the exams could risk their children's life. As for the students, they are stuck between a rock and a hard place, as college application deadlines inch closer. In Mexico, where students and teachers have taken to the streets in protest, this banner addresses Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. It reads, "A return to classes without immunization is homicide." Mexico is expected to resume classroom learning on the 7th of June. But university students say the country's situation does not permit in-person learning. Over 2.4 million Mexicans have contracted the Wuhan virus. At least 340,000 of them have died. The students in Mexico say that at least 70% of the population must be vaccinated before classroom learning resumes. Is anyone listening to these students? Bureau Report, WION. World is One.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.